the Kemptons overnight. That's all they'd have us. We did get to spend the night there, and it just so happened that the Hennig family, which is very, very seldom, were in Buffalo at the same time.
Thank God, right? No.
Visiting Jack's mother and father. And so it happened that everybody got together at the house, at the Kempton house, for a free meal and drinks.
A free meal.
And we all got there, and that would mean that how many kids would be there now? There'd be the three Kempton kids, I think, at that time,
Yeah,
right?
David was fine, yeah.
Okay, 3 Kempton kids, there were 3 Hennig kids and 3 Burns kids, that's 9 kids. And Sister Betty always loved to have her cocktails in the evening. And they liked to have it before they ate.
Yeah.
And they always liked to eat late, so the cocktail
Like
hour
what
would
Rich
start at about 6 or 5 o'clock, maybe even to 10. And the last thing in the world they wanted were 9 kids running around while they have a cocktail. So since Buddy and I'm Buddy, since Buddy and Mary don't drink too much at all, we were invited to take the 9 little kids out in the backyard and keep them busy for 4 hours. And so Bud had this new tape recorder. I don't know where I had gotten it, but I was getting used to using it, and I decided to use it to make a tape. And at that time, back in Iowa, we had this dog called Smokey, a black dog. Terrible looking dog.
Oh,
Like
he was cute.
So cute.
And we decided that we'd make a story out of it, and Bud, that's me.
We figured that out.
Well, you'll hear this quite often probably. I was the one that felt that I should get the story written about a dog, and we'd make it about Smokey. And to make it a little interesting, we'd call it the Lost Dog, Little Lost Smokey. And the idea would be for these 9 kids to give the parts to try to find out where Smokey was. And each one of them had their own little ideas. Some of them were good, some of them were terrible. But putting it together. And so I helped direct the play. They did a lot of the words. And I was directed, and I was actually the star actor because I'm in there quite a bit, leading them on.
Coaching us on there.
And all in all, I think it came out to be a great tape, and I think it's something that you'll love to pass on to your great-grandkids.
John, you could make a song of this.
How many hours is this?
This is very long. This probably runs about 20 minutes, I think. But then there's a sequel to it, which is the next morning when we were all sitting around, and not the Hennigs, but the Kemptons and the Burns were sitting around, and we talked, we had the kids talk, and even Mother Mary said some things. And then I think one of the part of it, I think at the end of the first one, each group was given the job of singing as a group. So there's 3 songs by the 3 groups at the end, which is quite interesting. And then there was some conversation, the best of which was Christopher. Because Christopher, at this point in time, couldn't really say cheeseburger very well.
It's like your public television.
Considering he was 6 years old, it's kind of a shameful thing.
How old, John, were we?
What?
Not me, were you?
Well, I don't know, 1967, so
Yeah.
This was
Going on 10.
60. So I mean, how old was Christopher?
I'm too old, but you
64
should have been
years
talking.
old.
Okay, so this is the story
He's about
of
3.
the little lost dog.
And unfortunately, it's not very loud, so
Okay.
you're gonna have to be a little quiet to make sure.
Yeah, no talking.
Should I close the door?
This ought to go well.
Yeah.
Get drinks first,
Yeah.